as companies shake up the way they measure and review employees. A handful of firms and pay experts are starting to question the practice of giving annual raises to almost all staffers. It's a story from Wall Street Journal reporter Rachel Silverman. Rachel, what's changing?
So there are a bunch of things that have changed. So for many, many years, companies have done annual performance reviews and annual pay raises. Your boss would sit down with you once a year and give you a report of how you've been doing, and then they would give you typically a pay bump, depending on how well you did that past year. And that practice has been around, and it's still very common. About 95% of companies still offer annual raises, and about 90% of employees still get them. So it's still a very common practice. But in recent years, a number of companies have actually changed the way that they evaluate employees. Instead of doing this once-a-year review, they're starting to do much more continuous performance review. Some companies are getting rid of ratings. And as a result, HR directors and also compensation consultants are starting to think, hey, if we're changing the way that we evaluate employees, maybe we should change the way that we also pay them. And maybe this once-a-year pay raise to almost all employees really might not make sense anymore.
Wow. All right. So in favor of what? What are they looking at instead?
Yeah, that's the big question. So in some companies that I spoke to, they don't know. They're still trying to figure it out. So that's one answer. But there are a number of things, like very, very concrete steps that some companies are taking. So the first kind of major one is a big movement towards bonuses instead of salary increases. And the advantage to employers of bonuses is that they don't accrue year over year on a payroll. So instead of giving somebody, say, a 3% raise, which, is sort of fixed to your salary and increases year over year, if they give you, let's say, a 5% bonus. But so that's a bigger bonus, but the catch is that you have to earn that bonus every year. It's not like automatic. And if you don't perform well one year, you might not get a bonus.